These guys are so brave online, but they just whisper whenever they saw me last night. Micro energy. Like, what did she want us to do? Did she want us to see her and just start like swinging? I'm so confused.
That's right, more people are upset with fazeclan, which as they grow more popular, which is kind of crazy to say because I mean it's Faze, but this new stage of fazeclan, as they grow and accomplish more, it seems like more and more people are upset about what they're doing. Most recently, that being Grace Van Dien, who was a part of fazeclan during when the corporate side controlled Faze and not any of the OGs. But more recently, she's still very upset about that, I guess, because she recently took shots at fazeclan during the most recent streamer awards.
That's why I was never accepted into Faze, right guys? Yeah. That's okay, I'm not a Trumpy anyway. As
Faze and even other members of the Faze clan had won many awards there. She was presenting one of those awards and made an offhanded comment, and then afterwards made a tweet that you saw in the very beginning, which caused everyone in Faze clan to say something about her, and that made her deactivate her Twitter. That's right, she said something, got upset at the reply, and got so upset that she deactivated her Twitter account. But don't worry, because I'm gonna explain everything starting from the very beginning. With who even the is Grace Van Dien, and how does she ever come into contact with fazeclan? Well, she is actually an actor, and during the time of her originally joining Faze, she was actually an actor for the show Stranger Things. Unfortunately for her though, while she was doing acting jobs, she had very uncomfortable experiences with some people on set, which caused her to take streaming more seriously and acting less seriously.
Turning down acting projects and deciding to stream more, but the fact of the matter is the last few projects I've worked on, I didn't have the best experiences. One of the last movies I did, one of the producers asked me to, like, he hired a girl that he was sleeping with, and then he had her ask me to have a with them. So like, that's my boss.
When it comes to situations like these, I do honestly feel bad for her. No one should be in a position to even have to turn something like that down, and no weirdo should have anyone go up and ask something like that, especially in a professional setting. But all of this causing her to stream more, along with getting a boost from Stranger Things, would get her noticed by fazeclan, which at the time wasn't actually ran by any of the members, but ran by more of a corporate side of Faze, and they decided to bring her along for reasons that I actually can't get into the specifics of, because she says one thing and members of fazeclan say a different thing, and that would become the first ever issue she really has with Faze, getting brought along and people not even agreeing with her being brought on because they felt like she was just a industry plant.
Boys, how do you guys feel about Grace being in Faze still? And then everybody on that call, the 4 founders, why? No. Why? Yeah. Why would she want to be a place where nobody wants her? Why? And then he's like, well, it's not like, obviously we don't care, but it's UTA. We'll lose McDonald's, and I want to say he said Porsche if we don't keep Grace, because her dad or somebody's friends with somebody. It's just some sort of connection there that they need her to come out, because she does not. It's not like she provides crazy numbers, or it's nothing like that, right? It's not like she's like a person that's like dominating and like they need her for her numbers.
Right. So they went with her just because it made sense to satisfy like sponsors.
Well, it's not even just to satisfy sponsors, because you can grab a billion other people that satisfy sponsors. It's literally, say if you had a kid and you wanted him in Milk Boy, so you talked to Kyle and said, bro, just make it happen, Kyle. Just put him in Milk. Just put him in, or else I'm cutting all your deals. It's that. Wow. It's literally the definition of industry plant. If somebody's talented and they get put on by people and they grow, that's not really an industry plant. Like if you're actually talented and you get it, sure. But if you just get plugged in because your daddy knows people and he probably, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. And even if it is, just be honest about it.
She obviously would not take too kindly to allegations like this and decided to respond on stream when she was playing a video game, and basically tried to clear it up, saying that no, that wasn't the whole reason that she got signed, and it was just a boost that helped her and helped Faze even know who she was.
Me signing with Faze is because Faze Rain said that the only reason I was signed with Faze is because I was on Stranger Things. I'm sorry, sir. Were you in the meeting with us? Were you there? No, I've never met you.
Be main.
And that is not why Faze signed me. Like, that is definitely how I got the meeting. Yes, I will definitely give that credit. That is how I got the meeting.
But I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea and think, man, Rain is just going after this random person for no reason. Well, no, he was already trying to tear down Faze and basically show why it's not what it used to be. And because she had joined during that time, he was just another person. It was just purely bad timing for her.
I've been going through it for so long with Faze, and it's like I have this hate hated it for so long that I could do nothing but troll at this point. No, that was a movie. That was a movie for sure. But yeah, once again, Grace, I heavily apologize that you're kind of in the middle of this. You seem like a very nice, innocent girl, and I know you have no like parts of this, and you don't really understand what's going on. This all outdates you. You have no idea. So don't think it's personal to you at all. It's just I have to make my point. It's true. What I'm saying is not wrong.
But because in her intro video, she literally said that she joined and felt like family, which is kind of odd because none of the OGs really liked her. Yes, in her video, she talked to some of the current Faze members at the time, meaning Nate Hill, Saber Ronaldo, and some other people, but a lot of the OGs were complaining, and even a lot of the fans were complaining, talking about why is she even in Faze. No one really was accepting her. So the fact that she said it felt like home just made no sense to any of them, and honestly, people did not change their mind about her when it comes to fans and when it comes to the actual creators, especially Rain, who had some choice words to say about her, basically saying that he would never sleep or do anything with her on his drunkest night.
So, get fucking wrecked.
Oh my God. I just can't compete with that, man. I can't. She roasted me. It's over. Grace, I'm sorry. All I want to say is you're golden Valorant. You make Stranger Things your entire personality, even though you're only on one episode. You found out about Twitch through Tumblr. Not only have you not hit a trick shot, but you don't even know what the fuck that is. When you were still playing with Barbies, I made my first million out of this industry. And on top of it, you're excruciatingly mid who I would never let touch me on my drunkest night.
Get fucking wrecked.
Now, I'm honestly more recently on the side of Faze, but Rain right now was tweaking out. I feel like that reaction was a little bit too much. If he wanted to troll and say stuff, he definitely could have, especially when he was talking about in the beginning of all of this that he was just doing this to show that Faze has gone corporate and not really about the people or about making content for fun. Now, obviously, a little bit of light trolling here and there and shit talking makes sense, especially when you're gonna bring somebody up and basically say they are just an industry plant in an org that they might actually like. I honestly don't know what she thinks of Faze. I can tell you what she thinks now. She definitely hates it because everything is brought to her, but this caused their bite of turmoil where Grace would end up bringing up Rain's addiction that almost killed him. And because of that, he actually wanted to reconcile and decided, why don't we just talk in between each other and have a conversation and a sit down. That also did not end up going well in any way.
I'm fucking hurt. I almost and I called you mid and you responded something that almost took my life, that almost left my mom without a son and support. See, I can play that game all day. I'm an actor too, bitch. That game. I don't give a f. And it's like, how could you let other people hurt your feelings? Do you not believe in yourself? Are you not a confident woman? You should be. You should be. You've accomplished great things. You should feel confident in yourself.
Am I
Fuck
not
all
a
that.
confident woman? You don't know me.
So then how's this hurting your feelings? If I called you mid, you should be like, F him. Who cares what I say? And if you bring up my past, are you getting emotional?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just speaking the truth. I don't want you to get emotional.
I don't like you.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just being very logical. I understand how you feel, but you brought things up against me. How do you expect me to react?
I think you're a terrible person.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, she's pulling the acting now. Because I said that
Pulling the acting out now?
How am I a terrible person for what?
Pulling the acting
How am I a terrible
now?
person? Explain.
I don't owe you an explanation, actually.
And I owe you an explanation.
Macho, tell Vera that I'm not doing this video, and if they release anything, that I'm leaving Faze.
Unfortunately, or more fortunately for her, I guess, she would be kicked from Faze because the OGs got fazeclan back and rectified the entire thing, kicking a lot of people, and she was one of them, obviously upsetting her. I honestly don't understand why, because of how much turmoil and drama she went through going with all the Faze guys and everything that was going on inside of it when she joined. And let me make it clear, none of the Faze guys wished anything bad upon her or anyone that happened to be kicked from Faze when they did their rebranding as redesign. They just had subliminal shots thrown at people from time to time at the most. And the only clip I could really find of this, especially of them talking about her specifically, was when they were doing a Faze ranking tier list with Adapt and Banks.
Faze Grace, one of Norden's recruits, picked him up. Hang on here. Yeah. And right there, okay.
Now, yes, that is a subliminal shot, but it's not like they talked about her consistently. And honestly, finding that clip took a lot of time. I'm gonna be honest. They don't really mention her at all, and when it comes to the OG members or anybody else that was really kicked, they normally show some respect. And they truly feel like she was just something to satisfy brands. At most, that was the max that they did once she was kicked from Faze. And most recently, during the Streamer Awards, she decided to throw shots at Faze in front of a big stage of people.
As I am hard stuck bronze in every game that I play, That's why I was never accepted into Faze, right, guys? Yeah. That's okay, I'm not a Trumpy anyway.
And the winner is Plaque Boy Max.
I don't know if you could tell by the way she said that, but it seemed like she had a lot of animosity when she was saying his name and giving him the reward. But even then, none of Faze really talked about her afterwards, or even brought up the fact that she said it about them, when in reality, a lot of the Faze guys openly talk about how they supported Kamala when voting. So that's just outright not true. It's not an entire org that supports that side. So with that being said, since they didn't all do something to her or say anything about it, they just kept moving on with their day, Grace decided that she wanted to tweet on Twitter. And then once she got backlash, basically ran with her tail tucked between her legs. But what started all of it first was her tweeting out saying this: "These guys are so brave online, but just stared and whispered whenever they saw me last night. Micro energy." I honestly don't know what reaction she wanted. Did she want them to all go up and argue with her, have an issue? The fact that they did nothing and basically just chilled and never even acknowledged her really made more sense. They had moved on from the situation, and afterwards some Faze guys even streamed and they didn't even bring up what she had said while giving Faze Max his award. They didn't even say anything. No one mentioned it. No one was thinking about it, and everyone was just trying to move on and have a good time. But she ruined everything, which had got a response from Stable Ronaldo when he actually started streaming.
You guys are so brave online, but they just whisper whenever they saw me last night. Micro energy. One thing I'm just confused about, does she just want us to like what did she want us to do? Did she want us to see her and just start like swinging? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Did she want us to just like all jump her? Like, did she?
Well, why is she so mad?
Like, that's literally what she wanted.
She wanted us to see her and just hop her?
Yeah, like, we have no problem with you. We literally have no problem with you anymore. Like, we actually don't. We haven't talked about her.
This shit is so far in the past.
And then I did my due diligence though. I thought it would be nice. I asked her to dinner.
See, that's so wholesome of you.
Drop a that's wholesome if that's wholesome, guys.
Now, Juan's reaction obviously was meant to be trolls and just jokes for the fun of his stream, but even then he was lost and he was confused. Like, he doesn't feel like they have any problems, and everything that I did mention in the beginning of this video happened so long ago. That was in like 2023. That's a whole year ago now. They are moved on to bigger and better things, and honestly don't even think about her, or like I said earlier, really bring her up, except for one instance after searching for a good minute on every social media platform. They don't talk about her, and yet she still wanted attention, because that's what this feels like, and she had got it, with multiple people from Faze actually responding to her. Oh well, says the person who woke up the next day and is still tweeting about us rent free. Humble yourself a little. I promise we don't care about you. Respectfully. You're a slam pig, lol. Nobody's afraid of your baby voice or your 80-pound emo boyfriend. Stop clinging on to our nobody knows you or gives a about you. You tried to force your way into Faze. You're a cornball that none of us wanted, and you're still mad. Somebody who's not even a Porterface had responded saying nobody cares about you, but then she had responded back saying they bring me up more than I bring them up, which is a complete lie, and you can tell by her actions after these tweets had happened. After Kason and Banks both responded to her tweet and more people came in because Faze is actually talking about her now because she said something, she had deactivated her Twitter account. She is one of the fakest demons I've ever seen in my life, folded under barely any pressure. This is internet pressure. Internet niggas who can't do anything to you in real life, and they got so under her skin that she ended up deactivating her Twitter. Now, will she actually say something in the future? I have no idea. Outside of Ron and Adapt talking about it on stream though, no one else has said anything. Some people have made slight jokes here and there, and besides the people that responded to the tweet being Kason and Banks, no one's really brought her up, and I assume they will continue to not bring her up because they have bigger and better things to worry about. And I'm gonna be honest, obviously hearing me talk, if you watch this entire video, you can tell I'm biased towards Faze, and I'm happily gonna admit that I am. I like all the guys in Faze, and I watch some of their streams from time to time, and I think they're entertaining, and honestly, at least that's my opinion of them. And for Grace, I felt like she was tweaking and just wanted some attention. If you wanted to make a joke during the streamer awards, then you can do that. No one really even took it that seriously, and they just kept it pushing. But to go afterwards and be like the Faze guys didn't even do anything in person, I'm on the same side as them, where it's like, I don't know know what she wanted them to do. What exactly in her mind was gonna go down when she saw them in person. As again, they don't bring her up in recent streams. They don't really even talk about her for real, and they just keep it pushing with their own content. Yet it seems like she wanted more out of that. At least that's what it felt like from me, and she just wanted attention and got it, and then folded under the pressure from what I can see. And that's just what I think. But if you want to tell me what you think, the best place to do that would be the comment section down below, because unfortunately this video is over. And if you did enjoy the video, then please consider giving it a like, and if you enjoy content like this, maybe consider subscribing, because I post like this every single week. And if you want to make sure you never miss out on a single video, then clicking that bell will get you notified when I upload. That's enough for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.